Peace and blessings, everybody. It's me, Mike Can, aka Rogue Spiritual. How y'all doing today? Great. I swear, I gotta well, I'm already doing it. I repost less heavy shit because every time I see heavy shit on Instagram or whatever the case is, talking about how a man should be, how a woman should be, or what hip hop is doing, what hip hop's not doing, or what revolution is this, revolution that, it kind of fucks with my psyche to the point that I start questioning the universe. I start questioning myself to the point that I start doubting myself. And God just tells me, like, Mike, you're not doing anything wrong. Prayer helps. And plus, I take over. So if shit like that, like those heavy posts that be circling on my timeline, like how a man and woman should be, hip hop and revolutions, if it fucks with my psyche, then it'll fuck with everybody else's psyche. Now, getting to the meat of the matter. I already finished my third mixtape, and I'm gonna let it drop on itself on April next year. That's the date that I set for its release. Now, this mixtape is dedicated to the youth, so don't go looking for the dirty versions. Do not go looking for explicit versions of the song, of the whole. There's no explicit version. I literally dedicate this to the youth. Okay? Now, you want to hear the explicit version, adults. You want to hear the explicit version, whatever the case is, that's not related to my mixtape or whatever. It's all over SoundCloud. There. Okay? Now, this mixtape is dedicated to the youth because I knew what it was like to be young, wild, and on a death wish or whatever the case is. Okay? Don't worry, my dissing streak is still there, but I kept it professional, whatever the case is. But yeah, it's like it's been a long time since somebody or one of very few people has spoke to the youth in via hip hop, because everybody wants to be ratchet, gangster, this and this and that. You can still be yourself, but how about we talk to the kids more? Not everybody was meant to be Lil Mama, just like not everybody was meant to be Lil Kim. And the energy goes back and forth. Okay? You can still be in your element and talk to the youth, my nigga. Just like, what happened to youth groups? What happened to youth groups? Because once 2010 and up came, my nigga, the whole hood started looking like a depressed adult. I remember coming up, I used to go to Discovery Zone. There was arcades, this and that. Now, I feel sorry for the youth because they ain't got nothing else to go to but drugs because there's no outlets for them. And I blame the OGs that did not fight for the block, did not fight for the hood. The OGs are so fixed on moving out the hood and making better for themselves, which is nothing wrong with wanting the best out of life. But bitch, it's just some people that are good the way they're at. Like, it's like, word to Roxanne Shante, stop being so focused on getting out of the hood, and how about fighting for the hood or buying the hood? So many of our OGs, well, I never had an OG, but so many OGs were so fixed on moving out the hood that they never bought the hood that they grew up in. They never put into the hood they grew up in. They put into these Anglo-Saxon areas and then talk down to their brother or talk down to their sister because they made it out the hood. Like, bitch, bye. I remember when I was doing this, pyramid scheme. I never made it that far. Hell, I never even made it through the door. So it was a pyramid scheme with something solar energy or whatever. We already know the vibes. So I remember doing this pyramid scheme. This nigga from Mott Haven is exactly what I described in the OG. So fixated on moving out the hood that he forgot where he come from. And he talked down to a brother, me, talking about, well, you saying all sorts of shit, and then he wants to swing back and talk about, I'm a Bronx boy. Boy, bye. Like, where was you at? Where the fuck was you at? You left Mott Haven or whatever hood you was from years ago, decades ago, whatever the case is. And mind you, I was like 18 at the time, my nigga. He probably dead or something. Or he probably so knee deep into the pyramid scheme that, hey, he's getting, his dreams is coming true. But yeah, the pyramid scheme, yeah, don't go for those shits. It's only the elite that wins. And honestly, I think pyramid schemes should be illegal. To keep it all the way a stack. Make pyramid schemes illegal. So now that we got that out of the way, there's something else that I wanted to touch on. I mean, yes, I remember now. Every rap bitch is on that ratchet wave. Every LGBT member is on that ratchet wave to the point I already know what to expect from both sides. You know, Lil Kim lyrics with a Pac method. You know, it's so convenient and it's so amazing that all the females and LGBT members are ratchet, but I could see in your face that you grew up in a conservative household with me, my nigga. You think I'm gonna bring all this? You think I'm gonna bring all this heat to my mom? Hell no. I don't even curse around her that much unless I'm angry or unless it slips out. You think I'm gonna bring all this to my mama? The fuck? No. Fuck out of here. Like, I was brought up in a conservative family. And honestly, it don't matter what family you come from or whatever the case is, because respect should be within everybody. There's a thing called respect, and it should be within everybody. I don't care how unruly your family is. Everybody should learn respect at this point. Now, back to the ratchet wave. Like, you got Sexy Red, you got Sukihana. I love Sukihana. But you got Sexy Red and all these ratchet rappers. You know? You could tell Sukihana would not curse or was brought up with a certain way. Same with Sexy Red. I mean, Sexy Red was brought up in a certain... Sexy Red was like brought up in a certain way to the point that she actually would be respectful instead of louder and unruly or whatever the case is. And now it's like... Now that Sexy Red got a tattoo on her face or whatever the case is, and with that rap name, damn, she just gives a combination of every female in porn. She's a combination of every black female in porn. And she's not even that nice. Shout out to the OG Ratchets, which is Lil Kim, Trina, Kandie, and so forth. And yes, I said Kandie because that is an OG Ratchet, bitch. I don't care how young Kandie is. I'm 36. Kandie probably 30 by now. I don't care how young Kandie is. He's an OG Ratchet. He paved the way for a lot of you niggas. Like I said, everybody's so caught up in a ratchet wave that it's becoming the norm. And it's like, what happened to being respectful? What happened to saying things without having to announce so much? What happened to damn, I can go in, but I don't want to talk about putting your clothes on. No. What happened to getting your message heard with actual words instead of motherfucker this, nigga that, and this and that? Because that's all I be hearing from the ratchet wave. A whole bunch of cuss words. I'm not even hearing the sentence. I'm just hearing a whole bunch of cuss words. Okay? I'm just hearing every bad word known to man in every language. I'm not hearing the message that they're trying to put out because there's so many cuss words in between. And just like the niggas back in the day, and even some niggas now when they battle, they put nigga in every sentence or after every bar. Nigga, nigga, nigga. Anybody rapping like that, anybody rapping with so many cuss words, really don't have a form of education or a form of intelligence. You know, they're just cavemen on the mic. You know? And honestly, on the low, Ice-T said it best. What makes you sound gangster or appear gangster or more gangster is when you talk what you know and you sound intelligent. And Ice-T, the oldest rapper, one of the oldest and relevant rappers to this date, my nigga, saying this shit. You know, everybody named Momma Ratchet all of a sudden. Even Cardi B, I mean, like, you know, you already know the tea. I diss Cardi B or whatever the case is. And I don't even buy that ratchet shit from her. Honestly. You know, okay, she the Bronx bitch or whatever the case is, but she's too loud for me to believe her. She's too loud for me to believe her. I'm like, she looked like a type of bitch that grew up in a conservative household with me, and the fact that she's Dominican and the fact that her mama was strict says it all. So no, you think she's gonna bring all that heat to her mama will smack her next Tuesday. You got me fucked up. You know? And it's like, I don't know. There's just, it's been going like this. It's been going on for years already, whatever the case is, that there's no more originality, but to put so many cuss words to make up for the sentences you lack or the message you lack, yeah, that became the norm too. And that's why it's drill music. That's why there's drill music out there. You know? Like, I remember when I was watching Out Rap evolve to what it was, I remember clocking every Out Rap artist. Like this one in particular, Gay Rap's OG Shorty Roc, right? Now, I paid my homage to him and then I took it back because seriously, yes, he would have paved the way for a lot of OGs. However, it's the ones that are not mentioned. It's the ones that are not mentioned on the mic. It's the ones that are not mentioned in Out Rap history. Okay? As Spanish Hollywood as it's a line, I would have to dig further back to see who really paved the way for the OGs of Out Rap or whatever the case is, because it really wasn't Shorty Roc. You know, I'm over here seeing certain people perform years ago or whatever, maybe 5-7 years ago, watching a performance of the Out Rap artists that I admire, whatever the case is. I was smoking a cigarette, Shorty Roc over here. I'm over here smoking, sitting next to Shorty Roc. He over here throwing some shade towards my way. Talking about girl, like some type of weak ass ballroom shade. First of all, I ain't got nothing to hide. Second of all, it's like he's so out there that he's scary. I mean, this nigga either should have transitioned or transcended. Now, let me tell you something about the boys out there or the out theirs, right? And this is the only time you should acknowledge the stars. Water and earth. And Shorty Roc is a Capricorn, right? Do not trust a mean Capricorn unless they're out there. Now going to Kandie. Kandie is a Scorpio and he calls himself a boy. You already see how he gives it up. That is a Scorpio talking that much depth that he's out there. So Shorty Roc should have been out there like Kandie. He should have transcended. He should have put on some wig and some negligee or whatever the case is. And maybe we would have showed up for him more because he talking about, he's saying things that people lack the courage to say. However, he's not saying anything at the same time. He was seriously, like I said, he's so out there that he's scary. You know? Shorty Roc was an undercover out there, whatever the case. I'm not going to call him an undercover trans or none of that. Shorty Roc should have been out there. You know? Shorty Roc should have been out there. If you're going to go out there all the fucking way, my nigga. Fuck out of here. That's why it's Kandie, the OG Ratchet, the OG everything in Out Rap. I don't care what nobody says. And then there's a couple of OGs, but we already know we already know their body. Ain't no tea, ain't no shade. We already know the body. Ain't gotta run down a whole fucking list. You know? But yeah. Peace to the OG Ratchets. Peace to Lil Kim. Peace to Trina. Peace to Kandie. And it would be Salt and Pepper, however, they wasn't giving Ratchet. They was just old school. They're old school bitches. And they still got their message heard as they literally started taboo conversation. You know, shit was so different in the 80s or whatever. And they was born at a different time. You know, they was bringing they were bringing up all this stuff or whatever the case is. Supposedly, I think so. Actually, they was bringing up a lot of shit. They was bringing up a lot of shit in their rap circle. You know? But anyway, this is Mike Can, aka Rogue Spiritual, and I'm out. Thank you.